Hey, when will I ever hear a lovey-dovey story from you, Hazuki? Marriage. This is getting annoying. My name is Hazuki. People always ask me, when are you getting married? How are your finances looking? Just because I'm 36 years old and I'm single. But I was used to all this. Because my father was a very old school type man and would tell me the most heartless things. He was truly the worst. I really think it's his fault that my mom had to die young.
Hey, tea.
Okay, dear. Do you want hot tea or iced?
Of course I want it hot. Who in the world would drink cold tea in the winter, eh?
I'm sorry. I'll prepare hot tea right away.
Hurry up! Gosh, can't you at least act like a decent wife and support your company president?
I'm home.
What time do you think it is now? You're late.
Well, I was studying for my high school entrance exams because someone is pressuring me to go to prep school.
Well, with your brain, I doubt you'll make it. Back in my day, I used to be called the most talented kid.
I've heard this too many times.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ouch! This is too hot. What were you thinking? You can't even brew tea properly.
I'm very sorry.
I don't care. Hurry up and get me another cup.
Dad, you're the worst. Being the company president doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Of course I can. I'm the one running this household and this country. Of course people should take care of me.
Well, that sure makes sense. Hey, I heard your lover ran away from you.
What? Where did you hear that from?
You're the president and you're not even popular. How lame. And I also heard a rumor that the company's sales aren't doing so well. Aren't you the failure president?
You... to go against me like that? To your father? You're a disgrace as my daughter.
Well, I will take that with grace. Now what? Are you going to hit me again? Kick me?
You want me to mess up your face? Huh? Is that what you want?
Please, don't. Oh.
What are you doing?
Mom? I need to call the ambulance. The ambulance!
Hey, hurry up and get up. The floor is wet.
This isn't the time for that right now. In my third year of middle school, my mother collapsed. It all came crashing down from the stress she had built up over the years.
Hazuki, I don't think Mommy can do this anymore.
Don't say that, Mom. I promise you're gonna get better.
Hazuki, I have something important to tell you. It's a very serious topic.
Mom!
When you go home today, I want you to look inside the bottom drawer of my dresser. Look at the very back of that drawer.
Mom, don't tell me stuff like this. You're not leaving me yet.
Inside, you should find a passbook. It's secret money. I've been saving up this whole time. Use that money, Hazuki, and run away from this family.
You're going to get better, Mom. So I won't be needing any of that money.
You don't have to worry about me, sweetie. Whether I'm alive or not, once you get to high school, I want you to leave this house. You don't have to live with that narcissistic father of yours. Do you understand?
Okay, Mom. Just before I finished my high school entrance exams, my mom passed away. My father was very wary of what people around him thought. So he did prepare a proper funeral for my mom. I guess I'm grateful for that at least. After that, I followed my mom's instructions. I took the money Mom had left behind and escaped my home. I never skipped school, and my father couldn't care less about me. Ever since my mom passed away, he would hire women continuously, under the task of housekeeping. I really think he didn't care about his family. I graduated high school with top grades and enrolled to a prestigious university in one try. After that, I began working at a bank. As I was working at this bank, I began to look into stocks, and that was a huge success for me. Huh? Could I be? Right then and there, I realized that I could build enough assets to live on for the rest of my life, just by investing in stocks. Just like that, I quit my job at age 36 and began to live a carefree, worry-free life. 2 years later, I was still living my life, single, 38 years old. But I mean, I was totally fine with being single. I could live like this forever. I was genuinely enjoying my life, and somebody unexpected decided to pay a visit. Huh?
Ah!
Excuse me, who could you be?
Hazuki, you've grown.
You can't be.
I need to talk to you. Can you let me in?
I'm only going to give you 10 minutes.
What a great home you have. Are you living alone?
Yeah, 38 and single though.
I see. You've worked hard. I'm sure you'll meet someone nice very soon.
I mean, I don't really plan on getting married. I'm sick and tired of the idea of family.
I see.
And why are you here?
I need to apologize to you.
Apologize.
I was a horrible human being. Not that I'm better now. I hurt you and your mother all this time. I want to apologize about that.
It took you long enough.
I know this is too late. I wish I could come around to see you and apologize sooner.
What's going on? Did you hit your head or something?
Actually, around the time you graduated university, my company went bankrupt. Even after the company went down, I couldn't lower my living standards.
Huh.
I went out drinking every single day. And of course, I started running out of money. Soon, I began working part-time.
You used to be your company's president. Now you're working part-time, huh? How low can you go?
That's right. I began working part-time for the first time in my life. I've only worked in the same environment in the same company my dad passed down to me. However, I realized, after my experience working part-time, I finally understand the struggles of you and your mother went through.
You should have done that sooner, for sure.
I am so sorry. I know this isn't something that will go away just because I apologized. But I was a very stupid man.
Okay, I got it.
You'll forgive me?
Huh. Of course I won't. I won't forgive you for the rest of my life, but I will accept your apology. Now can you leave, please?
So about that. I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
I was fired from my part-time job. Nobody's hiring me at this age and I don't have any money.
Oh, I see. What, so you want money from me?
You have such an amazing house, I'm sure you're paid very well.
Oh no, I'm jobless right now.
You're not working?
I quit my job at the bank and I'm not actively working a job. I just have some money saved up from stock, so I'm living comfortably right now.
I see. I understand. You grew up to be such a successful adult.
So what's this? I just have to send you allowance money?
Huh? You're okay with this?
Even after I left the house, you paid for my university tuition. Our family was dysfunctional, all right, but at least you raised me until I became independent. I'm grateful for that, at the very least. I think I can repay you for that.
Thank you so much.
But once I feel I've paid you enough and paid you back for the university tuition, that'll be the end of this. Plus, I want you to promise me not to come around this place as much as possible. If you need anything, call me instead. If I find it necessary, I'll just show up at your place.
Thank you. I was the scummiest father, and yet you still care for me.
Hey, Mom. Dad came to visit me today. It looked like he was genuinely sorry about how he treated you and me. Hey, do you think people can change? Do you think he really learned a lesson after you passed? What do you think about this, Mom? I don't think you'd be happy about this. I think I want to trust him. Just a little bit. From then on, I began sending my father money every month. A monthly allowance of $1,500. Every month I would receive a thank you letter from my father.
Hazuki, thank you for your money again this month. Last month, I met an old coworker of mine. He said I look like a different man. Even I feel like I've been changing one step at a time. From Dad.
The people around him are also telling him that he's changed. Then, maybe. I believed in my father and continued to send him money every month for about 2 years. During those 2 years, I was told that the vice president of my father's former company had passed away. I decided to pay a visit to their funeral without telling my father. However, I was told the shocking truth about something at the venue. I haven't met people related to my father's company in years. I'm a bit nervous. It's been a while.
Huh? Could you be Hazuki?
Yes, it really has been a while. I'm glad we meet again.
You've gotten so big. My head's gotten a bit lighter, though. Now, cut those lame jokes out. Pa Hazuki looks confused. You already confused your daughter enough. My motto is, lame dad jokes will save the world. Please, you can ignore us. You can go over there and offer incense in that room.
Okay.
But the former president said she's 38, but still. Yes, I bet she's been through a rough time too. She even looks a bit ill. She used to be so innocent and cute. Time does a cruel thing, huh?
I wonder what they're talking about. Do you know where my father could be?
He's out to dinner with the family of the past vice president.
Okay then.
I've heard a lot from your father. Seems you're having a rough time, huh?
Huh?
You can trust us. If you're ever stuck, you can always come to us to talk things out. Sure. You're like our own daughter.
What have you heard about me from my father?
Well, I hang out with your father every week these days. He told me he's worried sick about you.
Oh, really?
The other day, when we got really drunk, he was talking about you. He has a hostess bar that he loves going to. That day, he was in a really good mood.
A hostess bar?
Hey, open up a Dom Perignon for me.
Whoa! Looks like someone's ready to party tonight, Daisuke.
Of course. I gotta meet my daughter again recently.
Is Hazuki doing well?
Like hell she is. She's 38 years old, jobless, and single. She's still economically dependent on me.
Well, you don't need to say it like that. I'm sure she has her reasons.
Yeah, that's right. Apparently she got dumped by her boyfriend and was also treated very badly by her company. As a father, I need to help my poor daughter out, right? I can't just leave her alone.
You're always so considerate, Mr. President.
I know, right? Well, she is trying to get her life back together. So I'm really trying to cheer her on.
I wonder if we can find a nice man for her. I mean, Hazuki is very pretty. She must be popular.
I mean, it must be a red flag to be single at age 38, right? From the perspective of a man, it does sound a bit difficult.
You do get pretty harsh from time to time, my friend. Sometimes a bit too harsh for a father.
It's love. My way of showing affection. Now come on, let's get drinking.
Just like that? I heard you've been through a lot of your last job. Are you okay?
Yes. I'm still single. I'm not working at the moment, and I'm receiving monetary support from my father. But I think I can find a new job soon.
Oh, really? Thank goodness. You know, we were also very worried about you.
If I get this job, I want this to be a surprise for my dad. Can you keep this a secret? The fact that I came here today and heard about my father and also about my new job.
Of course. I hope we can find somebody nice there, too. Thank you for coming around today.
Right. I'll see you again. Take care. On my way back home, I was past the point of being angry. I was so exasperated with him, I just fell silent. My father made up a story about me. A good-for-nothing 38-year-old daughter. Jobless, boyfriendless, and still receives money from her parents. I bet he really doesn't like the fact that he receives a monthly allowance from his own daughter. Or he doesn't want people to find that out. Either way, I know that his apology was nothing more but a blatant lie to take advantage of me. Sorry to call you over so suddenly, Dad.
Oh no, this is nothing. Did something happen?
I have something to talk about. Important matters.
Important?
Well, I landed a huge success with my stocks again. I was thinking of increasing your allowance to $2,000 a month.
Huh? Really?
Of course. But if I increase my money, dealing with taxes gets a bit complicated. Can you sign this paper for me? It's just paperwork for my taxes.
Of course.
Then, just sign here, please.
Here you go. I signed it.
Thanks. Here, $2,000. I'll send you the same amount next month.
Thank you so much for not losing hope in this good-for-nothing father.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Yeehaw! I gotta raise my allowance.
Naizuki, you're a baddie, aren't you? To take advantage of her kindness and get her to send money for you?
Well, sure, I want to save up. I want to live on a budget every day and spend that extra money for you, Kiara.
Aw, thank you.
No, thank you.
But are you sure you'll be alright? You've been lying to a lot of people, right? Even about your daughter. That she's gone through a lot at work and she doesn't have a job now.
When she finds out, I'll do something about it then. Even if she stops sending me money, it'll be okay. I don't really need it anyway. If something happens, I can always cut her from my life again.
Well, I just hope nothing happens. If something happens, I won't be able to see you anymore.
I'll come see you no matter what happens. I'll risk my life for you.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I continued sending him money for another 3 years. Even during those 3 years, my father continued to badmouth me behind my back. Of course, I didn't plan to forget my father. I was waiting for the best timing. The best timing where I can get the full picture of my father's retirement pay and get my best revenge on him. Hello, Dad.
Oh, Hazuki. What's the matter?
I was thinking of increasing your allowance again. Can you come over to my office tomorrow? I'll email you the address later.
Okay. Phew.
Who was the call from?
It was my daughter. She sent me more money.
Yay, awesome.
Oh yeah. Let's get you another Dom Perignon.
Sure thing. To keep sending money to this horrible man. What is this girl thinking? Strange people.
Hazuki? Are you there? Huh? This office looks kind of shady. Is there really a business here?
Shady? That's a comment, all right.
Huh? Huh?
Hello, Mr. Daisuke, sir. We would like you to begin your payments as you've exceeded your maximum amount of spendable money in your Paka Paka conference account.
Payment? Conference? I never borrowed money from you.
Oh, really? We have your signature on this paperwork here.
That's the paper I signed at my daughter's home.
Yeah, that's right. Your own daughter tricked you.
Huh?
I heard it all from your daughter. Our clan, we take relationships and trust very seriously, you know? We felt very sorry for your daughter's situation and decided to help her out. Help her out with her plan to get every cent back from you.
What in the world? Then all the allowances.
All the money that was given to you were borrowed money from us. Every penny after she raised your allowance to $2,000 a month. You continued this for 3 years straight. So much for interest fees, eh? The amount you have to pay us back is this.
This amount of money. All my savings will be gone in an instant. I'll have to go into debt.
Oh, really? Then you'll need to pay extra for that debt, right?
Okay. I'll do my best to gather money for you. When is the deadline?
Right now.
That's impossible.
Well, no, it'll be okay. You'll just have to work for us.
Huh? Work for you?
Actually, we're currently working on a construction project deep down in the mountains. About a 3-hour car ride from here. We heard rumors that a huge stash of money might be sleeping in that mountain.
What does that have to do with me?
We just recently lost 2 workers from an accident. We need to fill in those roles. I'm gonna have to ask you to work there for me.
There's no way I'm doing that. It's illegal. Besides, if I suddenly go missing, people will look for me. They'll call the police. Are you okay with that?
Well, I'm sure excited. I wonder who will make the call after noticing you've gone missing. Will anyone call for trash like you? Well, if someone really calls the police for you, I'll let you go immediately.
I heard you loud and clear. You better keep that promise.
Of course.
From that day onwards, my father began working at the tunnel construction site. The working environment was horrendous, and my father only received the bare minimum wage. By the time my father could finish paying off his debts, it would take him over 10 years. There was no way my father would live under those conditions for another 10 years. But he believed that help would come.
There has to be a search request for me. The girl at the bar must be worried sick too. Also, my former executive director and secretary must be worried too. Once I get out of here, I'll call my lawyer at once.
This Dom Perignon tastes good as always. I haven't seen Daisuke around recently. That's true.
He stressed me out so much. I feel so much better after he stopped showing up.
Why? You spent a lot of time and money here, right?
That's only when he was in a good mood. He would usually be very stingy and cheap. And he would touch me when he's not supposed to.
Oh no. He's the type of customer from those stereotypical horror stories. I really did hate him. Back when he used to be the president of our company, our sales were at a record low. It made a miraculous comeback the moment he left. He was pissed, alright. Like a bad drinks. Yeah, I never want to deal with a man like him. He would badmouth his daughter so much. Let's have a toast over the fact that he's not texting us anymore. Cheers! Good exercise, huh?
It's been 3 years. Shouldn't there be at least one case of a missing persons report?
Nope.
Liar! Liar!
Listen up, old man. Everybody hates you. You should take a good hard look back at your life while you work on this tunnel.
Damn it! that's the case, I'll just escape while everybody's asleep. This is unlawful. Huh? Ah!
I received a letter saying that my father passed away after an unfortunate accident. I wasn't sad at all, though. I really did mean to let him off the hook if somebody sent a missing persons report. If he did manage to leave the construction site, I planned to pay back his debt for him. However, as I found out about his death, I was sure about one thing. My father, he really was a sad, stupid man. I vowed to myself to stay single for the rest of my life. I never want to be under somebody else's control. I still want to be a part of society and help the good people out, so I am donating a lot of money to charity every month. I also signed papers consenting to donating all of my assets and money to public organizations if I ever die. I never had a child myself, but I am supporting children in need through donations and charity banks. Both my parents died before I had the chance to care for them while they got old. But I am donating a lot of money to care worker organizations. There's nothing to be embarrassed about in my life. Oh, on a side note, I never received the bones of my father. If there was one thing I would never do, that would be to place my father's bones and ashes with my mother in the same grave. From now on, I can go pay my respects to my mother in a much lighter mood.